Before you buy or sell this year, watch this video first. I'm going to give you a full recap of what happened in 2025, what the market actually did, as opposed to some headlines, or worse yet, somebody's opinions. I want to give you a clear and simple market update of the GTA, Toronto, York region, and of course, Vaughan Village, using the latest numbers provided by TRREB. Hi, my name is Ali and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you learned anything from this video, please give it a like. And if you're looking to get more content like this and follow along, please subscribe. And I'd also appreciate it if you shared this with anybody else that might benefit from this video. It'll also help me grow my YouTube channel. I'm also one of the top real estate agents in the city of Vaughan. So if you're looking to work with a pro, you may book a call in the first link down in the description. Let's start off with a big picture first. This includes all TRREB areas. The number of new listings skyrocketed to 187,000. That's a 12% increase over the year prior. Of those listings, only 62,000 sold. That's an 11% decrease compared to the year prior. So 7,800 fewer properties sold compared to 2024. And the average price was also down, coming in at approximately $1,070,000. Now that's approximately $50,000 less compared to 2024 for all property types across TRREB. On average, it took 30 days to sell a property for 98% of its asking price. However, I do have to unpack those two data points. You see, some properties were listed multiple times. And so these statistics reflect the listing that actually sold and not the cumulative. So these numbers could actually be a little bit higher compared to what I've reported today. Now, zooming in into the city of Toronto, for all property types, we had just over 68,000 new listings that came to market. Of those, just over 23,000 properties sold for an average price of $1,080,000. Homes sold for about 99% of the asking price, and they were on the market for approximately 30 days. Once again, the caveat applies here as well. This is for the listing that actually sold and not for the listings prior should the property have been on the market multiple times. That was for the aggregate of 2025. Now let's take a look at the month of December and how the city of Toronto performed. We had 6,400 active listings that came to market. Of those, 1,363 properties sold, and that's up approximately 16% year over year, for an average price of $987,000, and that's down approximately 5% year over year. It also took on average 41 days to sell a property. This is across all property types in the city of Toronto for the month of December. There's approximately 5 months of inventory, which suggests that we are in a balanced market. Prices are adjusting, buyers are active, and sellers just have to be a little bit more realistic. Let's move north of the city to York region, where we saw 34,000 new listings come to market, and of those, approximately 26% sold. That's 10,800 transactions, and the average price came in at $1,230,000. On average, they sold for 98% of the asking price, and they were on the market for approximately 31 days. Once again, those two last data points apply to the listing that sold and not the cumulative should the property have been listed multiple times. York remains one of the strongest priced regions in the GTA, but even here, buyers are negotiating and they're taking their time. Neighborhood data matters most. So let's drill it down to a local market where I happen to reside and I'm also most active, Vaughan Village. In December 2025, there was 111 active listings. Of those, 29 properties sold, 6 more compared to 2024. The average price, however, came down to $1,180,000. That's approximately 22% less compared to 2024, and on average, they're on the market for 43 days. Months of inventory is hovering just shy of 4 months, which is fairly healthy. These price adjustments are making properties more affordable, and so buyers are stepping in at today's values. Let's drill this down by property type. In the month of December, a detached property sold for approximately $1.5 million. A semi-detached sold for $1,040,000, and a townhome sold for just over $1 million on average. Now, let's look at 2025 in aggregate and compare it to 2024. 418 properties sold in Vellore Village. That's only one less compared to the year prior. Prices, however, did come down by approximately 9%, averaging $1,340,000. It also did take approximately 26 days to sell a property, which is approximately a week longer compared to 2024. Now, looking at the figures by property type, I know this is the juicy stuff that homeowners in Vellore Village are looking for, including myself. 221 detached properties sold, 16 less compared to 2024, for an average price of $1,600,000, which is approximately $100,000 less compared to 2024. The average days on market, 30 days. That's 8 more compared to the year prior. Semi-detached properties, 58 properties sold, and that's approximately 15 less compared to the year prior, for an average price of $1,124,000. That's $50,000 less compared to 2024, and on average it took 19 days on market, and that's about the same as the year prior. Townhomes, however, the number of transactions went up by 29. There was 137 townhomes that sold for an average price of $1,062,000, which is approximately $84,000 less compared to the year prior. And surprisingly, it also took longer to sell. The average days on market came in at 26 days, comparing that to 17 days in 2024. Now, I've given you the numbers, but what does it all mean for buyers and for sellers? Let's start off with buyers first. Essentially, you are in the driver's seat. You have the bargaining power across most properties and across most neighborhoods in the GTA. It's one of the best negotiating environments we've seen in a long time. There's more inventory, there's less pressure, and there's more room to negotiate and more time to be selective. However, the key here is knowing true market value, which comes from studying the micro markets that you want to move into. So if you're looking for stats on a certain area that you're interested in, reach out to me and I'll be happy to share them with you. Sellers. Well, whether you're in Vellore Village, across York region somewhere, in Toronto, or somewhere across the GTA, it really doesn't matter. This market rewards precision. If you're thinking of selling, here's the truth. This is not a market where you test pricing. You'll go stale, you'll list multiple times, and ultimately buyers will think there's something wrong with your property. It's a sure way to lose money. Properties that are priced accurately, presented properly, and marketed aggressively, they're selling. And guess what? There are buyers out there, serious buyers, and as long as you're aligned on all three, the property will sell. The proof is right there. In Vellore Village, year over year, the number of transactions fell short by only 1. And there's many other neighborhoods where that is also the reality, because properties were more affordable and buyers took action. So if you're thinking of making a move in 2026, or you want to know what these numbers mean for your specific property, I'd be happy to help you out. Just reach out to me. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.